to another Chikahan While Driving. Alam ko na miss nyo tong Chikahan While Driving. So ibabalik natin ang series na ito. I'm on my way to school. So huwag kayong mag-alala. Safe naman tayo kasi malapit lang naman yung school dito. So, tumatabi nga ating camera. Ayusin natin. Ayan. Okay, today's video, I wanna share how you can save. How can you save? Especially after graduation. So, yan yung topic natin for today. There is another video similar to this that I did a couple of years ago. Pero, this is an updated version para dun sa mga gustong magsimulang mag-ipon. Let's go. Paano ba natin sisimulan? Siguro, I would say that if you're starting out with life, dapat mahalaga din sa sarili mo to understand na ito yung capacity mo lang. Hindi kasi pwede na ang capacity mo ito lang pero ang ginugol mo sobrang laki or sobrang dami. But again, there's nothing wrong with having a huge dream or meron kang gustong ma-achieve talaga na sobrang laki or sobrang grand. That's totally fine. Pero, ang sinasabi ko lang is when it comes to saving, you kind of need to be realistic with what you want to achieve. Kasi hindi pwede na ganito lang, kakarampot pa lang yung sinasahod mo, ito na agad yung lifestyle na gusto mo, ito na agad yung gusto mong i-achieve. I think it's important that you put it in your mood board. Lagay mo lang siya sa mood board mo, tapos habang nagpo-progress ka in life, binabalik-balikan mo, ay, malapit na ata ako sa kinugul ko, or ito na ata yung ito na ata yung gusto kong mangyari, this is the lifestyle that I wanted for myself, parang konting push na lang, malapit na, right? Accepting where you are in life can really be challenging for some people, kasi di ba minsan nahihiya tayo na sa mga kasama natin na ganito lang yung meron tayo, eto lang tayo. But the truth is, ganun talaga yung ganun talaga yung buhay eh. It's not easy to achieve things, but at the same time, when you're really truly honest with what you want and where you are in life, mas madali mong ma-achieve yung goals mo because alam mo na agad right away saan ka nagkulang, saan yung kailangan mong bawian. So what are the ways for you to start saving and at the same time, paano mo ba ma-achieve yung goals mo? Naalala ko dati noon, lagi sa akin sinasabi ng lola ko at saka ng nanay ko na dapat daw nililista ko daw lagi lahat ng gusto kong gawin, whether in finances, whether sa mga goals, kasi magandang binabalikan mo siya. And I think I truly embodied that kasi until now, kahit na meron ng mga iPads, mga notes, ganyan, hindi ko pa rin kayang tanggalin yung mag-notebook ako. Gusto ko talagang mag-notebook. So, it is important that you know what you want and paano mo siya ma-achieve. Paano kaya yun, di ba? Paano kaya siya ma-achieve ng gato? Sulat mo. It's important that you write down everything, all your thoughts in your head. Isulat mo ng isulat kasi maganda yung may babalikan ka in the future na, ay, ito pala ako dati, tas ito na ako ngayon, ang saya naman. And so, every year, buy yourself a notebook, or di naman kailangan every year, no? Kahit anong notebook lang na meron ka, basta importante you list it down. Tapos, second na masasabi ko is that you shouldn't be afraid to explore new things for yourself. Whether sa trabaho man yan, sa friendship man yan, yung mga nakikita mong opportunities, if you think that it will not harm you, there's nothing wrong with trying it. Meron din ako mga ganyang moments na mag-attend kaya ako ng gantong event. Although hindi ako invited, pero gagawa ko ng way para masama ako doon. Or not in that specific event, pero baka may similar event na po pwede ako. So try to put out yourself in such a way na magbe-benefit ka, kasi mahirap talaga to build network and connection when you're starting. And I'm telling you, it's one of the best things na natutunan ko, yung pakikipag-network, yung pakikipagsalamuha sa ibang tao, yung different classes, kasi you'll realize na iba yung perspective nila sa perspective mo at marami kang matututunan. So try to always be in a situation na marami kang ma-explore. Habang bata ka pa, explore na ng explore. Third, don't be afraid to commit mistakes. Grabe, parang linggo-linggo nun dati sa trabaho, di ko malilimutan. Lagi na lang ako may kapalpak ang ginagawa. Ganto, palpak na naman. Eto, palpak na naman. Lagi na lang palpak. And then I realized na okay lang din pala. Masarap din palang balikan. Pero now that you're getting old, I'm already 28 years old. Hindi ganun kadali for us na gumawa na ng pagkakamali because there is a certain standard or pressure na sa age group namin kasi we're perceived to be mature enough for the role that we have. Pero naalala ko dati nung bata-bata pa ako, mga early 20s, tapos kaka-graduate ko lang ganyan. Sige lang, kung magkamali, ano naman, lagi sinasabi ng tatay ko, okay lang yan kung magkamali ka, bata ka pa naman, and it's true. For as long as you're still young, if you think na mas iinam ang buhay mo when you explore things, okay lang magkamali. Okay lang magkamali. Because sometimes, yung generation ngayon, parang natatakot na sila, madalas silang mag-give up na. And sana wag. Kasi it's part of growing, and at the same time, ang sarap na may babalikan kang pagkakamali. And you will say to yourself na, buti na lang ginawa ko yan noon. At hindi na nangyari ngayon. So I think I made ang dami talaga. I made a lot of mistakes in my early years in corporate. Tapos pag binabalikan ko, nahihiya na ako. Tapos minsan pag yung mga boss ko or mga katrabaho ko, babalikan namin, natatawa na lang kami, ganyan. But it's fun, and at the same time, meron kang baon-baon. Kasi nagpunla ka na ng seeds during your early years. So that when you are finally grown up, yung tipong masasabi mo you have the right skills, experience, parang you can also share that you went through it, diba? Maganda yung ganun eh. And then fourth, nasa fourth na ba ako? Fourth, try and try and try your best to be disciplined enough with how you handle your expenses. Until now, siguro, pagbabalikan ko, hindi masyadong nag-level up yung lifestyle ko when it comes to spending habits. Proud na proud ako dun sa sarili ko. Kahit na nagkabahay ako, bumukod na ako, I'm living by myself, and I have my car, I have the things that I want, materialistic, kung ano-anong mga bagay, naka-travel na ako. Still, babalikan ko yung dating ako, kaya ko pa rin bumalik dun sa dati kong version na tipid na gano'n. That's what I think is the best thing na natutunan ko sa magulang ko, yung pagiging matipid, and at the same time trying to be modest lang with your spending, and wag yung masyadong splurge sa buhay, kasi hindi rin maganda yung magastos sa tao, kasi makakasanayan mo yun eh. It's not the fact that you can't spend dahil natatakot ka na baka maubos. Natatakot ako mag-spend so much kasi ayoko siyang makasanayan. So, kung kayo, nandun din kayo sa situation na parang feeling nyo, malalagay kayo sa situation na baka makasanayan nyo, try nyo nang tanggalin. And one of the things na nakakatakot makasanayan is yung pagiging magasta. Ako kasi lagi akong parang I can pull myself out of the situation. Parang magdudwell ako doon a couple of months kasi parang nag-splurge ako, napagastos ako, parang naging sobra-sobra. But I have this ability to pull myself kasi I know that's not me. That's not my personality. I know matipid akong tao. So it's easy for me to pull myself. And when you finally have that discipline, oh my gosh, siguro parang mas magiging mabilis yung pag-iipon mo. Kasi hindi talaga kami sinanay ng magulang namin na yung maging magasta sobra sa buhay. Parang we can always go back to the simpleng pamumuhay. Kahit ako tanungin ako ngayon, I can always do that. Yung ganito lang, yung ganyan lang, walang ganito. I can always remove that. Pero kasi hindi mo mapipigilan ng change of lifestyle as your income increases. Normal yon. Kasi tumalaki yung income mo, and at the same time, yung lifestyle mo, possibly lumaki. Pero ang sinasabi ko lang is yung sa spending habits mo, maski na tumaas yung income mo, and lumaki-laki yung sweldo mo, maski pa paano, masasabi mo sa sarili mo na kaya mo pa rin siyang kontrolin because you were able to learn that discipline. Sobra kong disiplinado sa pera na pag nauubos na yung tingin ko laman ng wallet ko, I can always control it, and I'm really proud of myself in that aspect. Kasi hindi lahat ng kaedad ko parang kaya nila yung ganong disiplina, and I'm really proud of myself na ganon. Kahit yung kapatid ko, proud na proud ako the way he manages his money. Ako din ganon, kasi hindi gan lahat ng tao kaya yun eh. Kaya dapat kung nagsa-start ka pa lang, tapos kasi kapag nag-earn ka na ng money, grabe yung yung spending habits mo niyan, hindi siya magiging madali for anyone, kasi masarap makahawak ng pera, so gusto mo agad, gastusin mo siya agad. So what I'm trying to say lang, try to be disciplined enough, kontrolin na sarili sa paggastos, dahil nakaka-excite gumastos, tapos pagising mo, wala ka na palang naipon, bus na pala yung pera mo, sayang naman, di ba? And we don't want to be in that situation, because after all, kaya tayo nagtatrabaho because we have goals that we want to achieve. So dapat lahat ng perang pumapasok sa'yo, nalilista mo, na-account for mo, nakokontrol mo, at nadidisiplina mo yung sarili mo. But I'm not gonna say na I'm gonna praise myself all the time. Nako, marami din akong days na naging broke ako. Dami ko rin days. Even now, there are days na ganun. Pero the ability to pull yourself out of that situation, it's kind of a blessing, and at the same time, it's a blessing na kaya mong gawin yan sa sarili mo. Lastly, dahil malapit na ako sa pupuntahan ko, lastly, ang bagay na dapat lagi-lagi mong sasabihin at gagawin is that you would want to prioritize yourself. Lagi mong i-prioritize yung sarili mo, kasi nagtatrabaho ka for yourself and your family. So, paano ka makakapagtrabaho if hindi ka in good condition or if hindi ka in good health? Right? So, yung mga bagay na magpapasaya sa'yo, keep that, and at the same time, don't ever forget to treat yourself from time to time. Masarap na mapunta sa situation na natitreat mo yung sarili mo. Bago mo i-treat yung iba, bago ka maging mabait sa iba, maging mabait ka muna sa sarili mo, because kapag binibigyan mo, nire-rewardan mo yung sarili mo ng ganon, mas ma-realize mo na mas gusto mo magtrabaho, mas nag-enjoy ka magtrabaho, mas madali sa'yong gumawa ng income, or magbatak ng buto, or mag-grind, mag-hustle. And I would say that for those people na nahihirapan, na talagang i-fulfill yung goals nila because they feel na, ay, wala nang natitira sa kanila, hindi naman kailangan magarbo. I think importante lang na meron kang breather. There are days na natitreat mo yung sarili mo para naman hindi laging puro burden, and at the same time pagod, stress yung nabibigay sa'yo. Again, we are working for ourselves, for our families, and for our dreams. Paano ka makakapag-move forward in life kung hindi mo rin inaalagaan yung sarili mo? Right? So I always get that advice from my mentors dati nung bata-bata pa ako, na although bata pa rin naman ako, it's just that, you know, nearing our 30s, so yung mga wisdom nila from those days talagang tine-treasure ko, kasi until now nagagamit ko pa. So yeah, don't ever hesitate to comment down if meron pa kayong naiisip na ilagay dito sa video na to. Malapit na ako sa destination ko, ayokong malate sa klase ko. Anyway, yun lang. I hope you enjoyed those 5 tips. Mabilisan lang yung natin, chikahan while driving. I really appreciate all your comments, yung mga subscribers ko, and to the new subscribers, we're almost there, nasa 19,000 plus na tayo, so konti na lang, malapit na yung 20k subscribers. Thank you guys for watching the video. Ingat everyone, bye!